Word honored one. Please have no further concern. I mean, don't worry. I make it. We concern him. We make it. Then the Buddha told Earth-store Bodhisattva, thus, beings who have not yet obtained liberation have unfixed natures and consciousness. Their bad habits reap karma. Their good habits bring rewards. Reacting to situation by doing good or evil acts causes them to turn in the 5 paths without a moment's rest. I mean, apart from being human, they have other, suffering path. No liberation path, like into animals or ghosts, hell and like that. Throughout eons, as numerous as motes of dust, they remain confused, deluded, obstructed, and afflicted by difficulties. They are like fish swimming through waters laced with nets. They may slip through and keep their freedom temporarily, but sooner or later they will be caught. I am concerned about such beings. But since you keep making extensive vows repeatedly throughout successive aeons to take such offenders across, liberate them, helping them, what further worries need I have? Meaning the Buddha is not worried anymore because the Earth-store Bodhisattva is taking care of all these sinners. Yeah. After that, was said, a Bodhisattva Mahasattva in the assembly named Samadhi Self-Mastery King said to the Buddha, Word honored one, what vows has Earth-store Bodhisattva made during so many successive aeons that he now receives the word honors one's special praise? We hope the Buddha will tell us about that. Then the Buddha said to Samadhi Self-Mastery King, listen attentively and reflect well on the examples I am about to give you. One time, limitless asamkheyas of nayutas of inexpressible eons. I mean, long time. Limitless time. Times immemorable. Yeah. Ago, a Buddha named All Knowledge Accomplished thus come one worthy of offering, one of proper and pervasive knowledge, one perfect in clarity and conduct, well gone one, unsurpassed knight who understands the world, taming and subduing hero, teacher of gods and humans, Buddha were honor one. Appeared in the world. Oh, he has more title than Sakyamuni Buddha. That's not fair. No, just all beings praise him and give him thus. Not like he come out and say, I am this and that and others. Yeah. This is just to clarify the qualities that this Buddha has, all these qualities within him. Yeah. He attained all that. Yeah. So, taming and subduing hero, he's also called a hero also, eh? Yeah. That Buddha's lifespan was 60,000 aeons. Oh, this Buddha, they live long. In those long time, they live long. And then when Buddha Sakyamuni here, Anand didn't tell him to live that long. Didn't say anything. So the Buddha gone to Nirvana fast. Before he became a monk, he was the king of a small country and was friendly with the king of the neighboring country. Both of them practiced the 10 wholesome acts and benefit beings. Let me check out if I have the 10 wholesome acts here for you. The 10 wholesome action is like this. It's included the 5 precepts. Okay, may I stretch out my legs? You guys also can do that, okay? Oh, this should be okay. I see on TV all the bosses, they put their... I wouldn't Even there are shoes on the table. I don't know why. I probably feel tired, so that my leg won't go to sleep. If I cross leg too long and keep talking, then my cell thinks I'm meditating, and then later it won't go anywhere. I love you so much, so I have to go out and talk to you. Otherwise, I should meditate. 5 times, 6 times a day, I meditate in the mountain. Every time is very long. In some place, maybe only 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but mostly it's long hours. Yeah. And here I meditate less. It's okay. I still get it. I still get it. I can do both. There's a beauty of it. The 10 wholesome acts is like this. Number 1, no killing. Number 2, no stealing. Number 3, no adultery. 4, no lying. Number 5, no slandering. Number 6, no harsh speaking. Number 7, no greed. Number 8, no hatred. Number 9, no idle talking, meaning gossiping. Number 10, no delusion, meaning don't imagine that you're already very, very enlightened, but you're not. When you're low level, don't think that you're very high. Okay? That's the 10 wholesome deeds. Now, these 2 kings together, they practice these 10 wholesome precepts or 10 wholesome acts very perfectly, diligently. Okay. And benefits other beings as well, because the citizen of those 2 neighboring countries did many bad things. The 2 kings made a plan using far-reaching experience. One king vowed to quickly become a Buddha and then cross over absolutely all the others. The other king vowed, I do not want to become a Buddha until I first take across all those who are suffering for their offenses, enable them to gain peace, and finally to reach Bodhi, reach wisdom, become Buddha. And then cross over absolutely all the others properly. You want to become Buddha first, and then take care of the others. Good deeds after, something like that. And this one say he wants to save all beings and become Buddha first before he become Buddha. My God, this king is dreaming. That means I don't know when ever he will become Buddha. The Buddha told the Bodhisattva Samadhi self-mastery king thus, the king who vowed to become a Buddha quickly is all knowledge accomplished, thus come one. The king who vowed to keep crossing over all beings who are suffering for their offenses rather than to become a Buddha is erstwhile Bodhisattva. Oh, now I understand. The first king wants to become a Buddha first and then ferry across all others, but they miss one word, that's why we don't understand. Taken across all other people, all other beings. First become Buddha and then save all beings. And the earth Bodhisattva is the opposite. First save all beings, then become Buddha. Another time, limitless, Asamkhya aeons ago. Asamkhya, you must know, this is, long, unlimited time. Okay. A Buddha named Pure Lotus Eyes, thus come one, appeared in the world. His lifespan was 40 aeons. How many aeons are you now? How old are you? Anyway, German, huh? Are you sure?
Yes.
Don't
From
understand.
Austria, but I live in.
Yeah, same. I don't understand humor. Too serious. It's okay. Just joking. You're cool. German people, they're very serious, mostly, They're just honest, straight, hardworking, and serious about everything. Of course, it's correct too. Buddha business is very serious one. Mostly all the monks, and when they explain the sutra, they're not like me. Very solemn, I haven't seen a monk who laughed during reading the sutra or explaining sutra for you. I haven't seen one, but maybe you have. Yeah, so it's okay to be serious. We are wrong, you are right. All of this wrong. Okay. All right. Another time, limitless aeons ago, the Buddha named Pure Lotus Eyes appeared in the world. His lifespan was 40 aeons. I mean, long, long live. That's why I asked you, how old are you? How many aeons have you lived already? In his Dharma image age, that means when the Dharma was very, very strong, yeah? Probably just the beginning or almost in the middle of the preaching time of that Buddha's lifetime. When the teaching is blooming, is influential in the world, his teaching. An arhat, yeah, who had blessings from rescuing beings, met a woman named Bright Eyes, who offered a meal to him once while he was teaching and transforming beings. The arhat asked the girl, "What is your wish?" Sometimes you offer meal or drink to an enlightened one. They ask you, "What do you wish?" Then he can bless you to have that. Maybe this lifetime you have, maybe next lifetime. So the Bright Eyes girl replied, "On the day of my mother's death, I performed meritorious deeds for her rescue, but I do not know where my mother is now, whether she has received the merit that I offer for her sake." Sympathizing with her, the arhat entered into samadhi to contemplate and saw that Bright Eyes' mother had fallen into bad destiny, where she was undergoing extreme suffering. The arhat asked Bright Eyes, "What karma did your mother commit while alive that makes her now have to undergo such terrible suffering in a bad destiny, hell?" They said destiny, but you must know. So Bright Eyes replied, "My mother enjoyed eating fish, turtles, and the like. She especially liked to fry or broil the eggs of fish and turtles. Every time she ate those, she took thousands of lives." Oh, turtles, fish, yeah? It's a bunch like that, it's thousands of... eggs of fish. Oh, yeah, of course. It's a bunch like this, it's many thousands of fish in it. Fish to be, yeah. Every time she ate those, she took thousands of lives, and small lives, yeah? In the fetus, fish fetus. Still, oh God. "Oh, Venerable One, please be compassionate and tell me how she can be saved." Even just fish eggs. Go to suffer in hell. So scary. Aren't you glad that you're vegan now? Oh, it's good, it's good. Even before I read it to you, you're wise enough to follow my advice. You good boys and girls, thank God for you. The arahant, took pity on Bright Eyes and used an expedient device. He urged Bright Eyes, saying, "With sincere resolve, be mindful of Pure Lotus Eyes, thus come one," in the Buddha, yeah. "And also make carved and painted images of him. By doing so, both the living and the dead will be rewarded." That Buddha is still in the world, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is one of his disciples. This arhat was a disciple of Pure Lotus Eyes, thus come one, when he is in the world, in this world, manifested in the world. Okay. So Bright Eyes heard that, quickly renounced everything she loved, and swiftly commissioned painted image of the Buddha. Then she made offering before them. The reverence she felt moved her to tears, and she wept in grief as she beheld and bowed to the Buddha. Suddenly, near the end of the night, in a dream she saw that Buddha's body, dazzling gold in color and as large as Mount Sumeru, the big mountain in India. emitting great light. He said, no, the Buddha in the vision said to Bright Eyes, your mother will be born in your household before long. And as soon as that infant can feel hunger and cold, it will speak. I mean, just born, and speak again. Shortly thereafter, a maidservant in the house bore a son who spoke before he was 3 days old. I ask you again, how come all the miracle happen in India? Same one before, right? Yeah. Lowering his head and weeping, he said to Bright Eyes, the servant's son, the karmic conditions we create during our lives and deaths result in retributions that we ourselves must undergo. I was your mother and have been in darkness for a long, long time. Since you and I parted, I have repeatedly fallen into the great hells. Upon receiving the power of your blessings, I have gained rebirth as a servant's child with a short lifespan. I mean, he's gonna die soon, yeah. 13 years from now, I will fall into the evil paths again. Do you have some way to free me so that I can avoid them? Meaning, although she's been rescued and reborn as a human child again, but she will, after she dies, at 13 years of age, she will go back to hell again, if nothing changed in between. At least she's given a chance, So maybe she can change. Because human's life is precious. Only being in human life, you can change your destiny easier. Yeah. If you're in hell, then it's impossible. If you're in animals kingdom, also very difficult. When Bright Eyes heard those words, she knew without a doubt that they were her mother's, choked with emotion and sobs. She said to the servant's child, since you are my mother, you should know your own past offenses. What karma did you create that caused you to fall into the evil paths, meaning to hell? The maidservant's child answered, I am undergoing retribution for 2 kinds of karma. First, killing, and second, slandering. Yes. Had I not received the blessings you earned to rescue me from hell, I would not yet be released from that karma. Wow. Yeah? This is really filial to mother by doing this. So Bright Eyes ask, what happens in the hells when beings undergo retribution for their offenses? The maidservant's servant babies, answer, 3 days old and talking. The maidservant's sons answered, I can't bear to speak of the ways in which beings suffer for their sins. Even if I lived for 100,000 years, I would find it hard to talk about and finish it. When Bright Eyes heard that, she wept bitterly and spoke into space, saying, I vow that my mother will be released from the hells forever. At the end of these 13 years, she will be finished with her heavy offenses, sins, karma, and will not go back to the evil paths, evil places, hell, O Buddhas of the 10 directions, with your compassion and sympathy, please listen to the vast and mighty vow that I am making for the sake of my mother. If my mother will never again enter the 3 evil paths, lower birth, suffering birth, or also including hell, never again be born into low stations, then here before the image of pure lotus eyes, thus come one. I vow that from this day on, throughout billions of aeons, I will respond to all beings who are undergoing suffering for their offenses in the hells, or the 3 evil paths of any world, the whole universe. Wow, what a great vow. I vow to rescue them from the bad destinies of the hells, hungry ghosts, animals, and the like. Only after beings with such retributions have all become Buddhas will I myself achieve proper enlightenment. What a great vow. After making that vow, she clearly heard pure lotus eyes. Thus come one, said to her, bright eyes, your own great compassion and sympathy is well extended to your mother by this mighty vow that you are making, just to rescue a mother. What a daughter, huh? My contemplation shows me that after 13 years your mother will be finished with this retribution and will be born a Brahman with a lifespan of 100 years. Brahman, first caste of India. After that retribution, she will be born in the land of no concern with a lifespan of uncountable aeon. Wow. That means in that land you don't worry about anything. You be happy, have no concern, no worry. Yeah. Later she will realize the fruition of Buddhahood and cross over people, meaning liberate people and God, numbering as sand grains in the Ganges. The mother will also become Bodhisattva or Buddha kind. Yeah. Yeah, realize the fruition of Buddhahood means she became Buddha, the mother herself. Sakyamuni Buddha told Samadhi self-mastering king, the Arhat, whose blessings help bright eyes then, is now inexhaustible intention Bodhisattva. The mother of bright eyes is now liberation Bodhisattva. Bright eyes herself is now earth store Bodhisattva. He has been extending his compassion and sympathy like that from distant aeons onward by making vows as many as Ganges sands to rescue vast numbers of beings. Mean he make vow again and again, same one, to rescue others before he became Buddha. But now the Sakyamuni Buddha told him before, if you rescue as many beings as you can until that Buddha come out, then I will also certify you as Buddha again. So it's not limitless. Now he will become Buddha. Maybe aeons of aeons of aeons, aeons of aeons of aeons later. Yeah. My God, what a patience. Men and women in the future might fail to do good deeds and only do evil, may not believe in cause and effect, may indulge in sexual misconduct and false speech, may use divisive and harsh speech, and may slander the great vehicle. Beings with karma like that should certainly fall into bad destinies. But if they encounter good and wise advisors who exhort them and lead them quickly to take refuge with the earth-store Bodhisattva, those beings will just as quickly be released from their retributions in the three evil paths. If those beings are resolved and respectful, if they behold, bow to, and praise the Bodhisattva, and if they make offerings of flowers, incense, clothing, jewels, food, and drink to him, they will enjoy supremely wonderful bliss in the heavens for billions of aeons. When their blessing in heavens ends and they are born as humans, they will have the potential to be leaders of nations throughout billions of aeons, who are able to remember all aspects of causes and effects from previous lives. Wow, what a blessing. O Samadhi self-mastery king, earth-store Bodhisattva has such inconceivable, great, awesome spiritual power that he uses expansively for the benefit of all beings. All of you Bodhisattvas should remember this sutra, this story, and proclaim and widely spread it. Samadhi self-mastery king said to the Buddha, world honored one, please do not be concerned. We billions of bodhisattvas, mahasattvas, based on the Buddha's awesome spiritual strength, will certainly proclaim this sutra widely throughout Jambudvipa for the benefit of beings this planet. Having spoken thus to the world-honored one, Samadhi self-mastery King Bodhisattva put his palms together, respectfully bowed and withdrew. At that time, the 4 heavenly kings arose from their seats, put their palms together respectfully, and said to the Buddha, "World-honored one, erstwhile Bodhisattva has been making such great vows from distant aeon onward. Why is it that up to now he has not yet finished taking being across, liberating all beings?" What kind of question? Even you can answer. No need ask Buddha, right? What would you say? Huh?
He wants to still save it.
He wants to save beings. What would you answer? Yeah.
Yeah, the same. He want to save.
He wants to continue saving beings.
So many beings.
Yeah, that's correct. Too many.
So many. He wants.
Yeah. Then they sin again and again, and then children born again, and grandchildren, and all that. And why does he continue to renew his vast and mighty vows? Please, word-honored one, explain that for us. The 4 heavenly kings don't know this? I wonder. So heavenly kings are not all that great, huh? Yeah. Maybe they know, but they want to ask for the sake of others around there, and also for beings on this planet. Maybe they know, but they just ask for the sake of others who don't know, huh? Like the ghosts, and the assembly is great with all kinds of mixed beings, right? Not just kings of heavens, but ghosts, asura, yaksa king, all that. The Buddha told the 4 heavenly kings, "Excellent, excellent. Now to bring benefit to you and to extend that benefit to people and gods of the present and future, I will speak about how Earth-Store Bodhisattva uses his compassion and sympathy within the paths of birth and death in Jambudvipa, in the Saha world, to rescue, take across, and liberate beings who are undergoing sufferings for their offenses." The 4 heavenly kings replied, "Please, world-honored one, we would like to hear about his work." The Buddha told the 4 heavenly kings thus, "From distant aeons onward to the present, Earth-Store Bodhisattva has been taking across and liberating numerous beings. Since what he vows to do is still not finished, he continues with compassion and sympathy to help beings suffering for their offenses in this world. Moreover, he sees the ceaseless tangle of their causes extending on through infinite future aeons. Because of that, he renews his vows again. Thus, in this Saha world, on the continent of Jambudvipa, this Bodhisattva teaches and transforms beings by means of billions of experience devices. He used countless means to help them." Let's check. Oh my God. More. More or less one more page. 4 heavenly kings, listen well to the killers. Earth-Store Bodhisattva says that short lifespans will be the retribution. To robbers, he says that poverty and acute suffering of shortage, of necessity, will be the retribution. To those who indulge in improper sex, he says that rebirth as the pigeons or mandarin drakes, what is that? Or ducks, will be the retribution. To those who use harsh speech, he says that quarreling families will be the retribution. To those who slander, he says that being tongueless and having cankerous mouth will be the retribution. This is slander normal being, each other, but if slander the Buddha, then it's not like this. You go to, forever hell, you knew already. Okay. To the hateful, he said that being ugly and crippled will be the retribution. To the stingy, he says that not getting what they seek will be the retribution. To the gluttons, greedy to eat, he says that hunger, thirst, and sickness of the throat will be the retribution. Let me choose. Good for the voice, huh? To those who oppose their parents, he says that being killed in natural disasters will be the retribution. Just to oppose your parents, make them sad and, feeling hurt when the children disobedient and do bad things. So you will die in natural disasters. To arsons, the one who burn houses and forests for no reason, who burn mountains and forests. Yeah. He says that trying to take one's own life in the confusion of insanity will be the retribution. Cause and effect, huh? Wow. You would never think, huh? Dying in disaster because opposing the parents. Probably in such a strong way, violent way or something. To cruel parents or step-parents, also. He says that being flogged in future lives will be the retributions. Being beaten by cane. Yeah. To those who net and trap animals, he says that being separated from one's own relatives will be the retribution. To those who slander the three jewel, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, he says that being blind, deaf, or mute will be the retribution. To those who slight the Dhamma and regard the teachings with arrogance, looking down upon the Dhamma with arrogance, he says that remaining in the bad paths forever will be the retribution. No one can rescue you. Bad paths, meaning hell and all that, or suffering way of life. To those who destroy or misuse possessions of the eternal dwelling, ashram of the Buddhas. Yeah. He says that revolving in the hells for billions of aeons will be the retribution. This is too much, huh? The Buddha normally don't care about possession. If they take it, the Buddha probably say, yeah, it's okay. So how can someone come along and punish this person in hell for aeons? That's too much, isn't it? Too much, right? Too much.
One day is enough.
Yeah. Probably one day in hell seems eternal also. Still I feel this too much, yeah. People who take and misuse possessions is not much, whatever. The Buddha and Sangha can't have that much. I guess I told you before, just because they harm the whole world and the universe by harming the Buddha and Sangha, make them suffer of hunger, thirst, or lacking of things, so they're not able to continue the teaching, then that's why, yeah. Because it's multiplied by all the people that they might benefit from the Buddha when he's well and, healthy or enough strength to continue. That's why, or the Sangha, that's why. It's multiplied by the beings that benefit from the Buddha and the Sangha. It's not about the material things that they take, huh? Because the Buddha and Sangha don't have that much and rely on whatever offered to them. And if that's taken away also, like medicine or whatever they need, then this will be too much for the Buddha and the Sangha. If for us, we can go out and buy a new one. You see, for Buddha, they can't. Yeah. To those who defy the pure conduct of others and bear false witness against members of the Sangha. He says, Sangha means monks, yeah? The assembly of virtuous people. Yeah. He says that remaining in the animal realm forever will be the retribution. To those who scald, burn, behead, maim, or otherwise harm beings, other beings, didn't say animals or human, I guess both depends, eh? To harm human beings is worse, of course. He says that undergoing repayment in kind will be the retribution. You'll be treated the same in hell. I mean, long time, not just one time. To those who violate precepts and the regulations of pure eating, he says that being born as birds or beasts that must suffer hunger and thirst will be the retribution. Keep the vegan diet. Yes. That's the meaning. To those who make unprincipled and destructive use of things, he says that being unable to ever obtain what they seek will be the retribution. So every cause have an effect, huh? And he just explained to them why you have to do good. Because if you do bad thing, the consequence will be like that. Yeah. So now you know, huh? The precepts is like that. So to stop the future consequences. We can do past mistake, okay. From now don't. Yeah, that's what it is. To the arrogant and haughty, he says that being servile, means servant, yeah, or low station will be the retribution. To those who use backbiting to cause discord among others, he says that being tongueless or having speech impediments will be the retribution. To those with deviant views, he says that being reborn in underdeveloped regions will be the retribution, I mean wrong view, incorrect view. The bad habits involving body, speech and mind karma that beings of Jambudvipa perpetuate result in hundreds of thousands of retributions similar like those above. I have listed only a few examples here, since the karma created by beings of Jambudvipa cause forth different responses. A star bodhisattva uses hundreds of thousands of convenient means, expedient means to teach and transform them. Those beings must first undergo retributions such as those, and then fall into the hells, where they pass through aeons without being able to escape. You should therefore protect people and protect nations. Do not allow the accumulation of karma to confuse beings. Even if the bodhisattva transform them, they still must undergo retributions and then fall into hells, where they pass through aeons without being able to escape. So he said to the four kings, heavenly kings, you must therefore protect people and protect nations so that they don't commit, too much accumulation of karma that will confuse them. On hearing that, the four heavenly kings wept in sorrow. Even heavenly kings wept, placed their palms together, paid obeisance, and withdrew. Who wouldn't be sorrowful? Huh? We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who had taken time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. Okay, all right. That's enough of hell from now. the hell of it, enough. Okay, next time, okay?
Thank you for reading.
Oh, it's very interesting, but and another time, okay? You also need to rest and meditate, okay? Too much hell is no good. Another time, yeah? Yeah. Because there are something that how come the King Yama of hell has been, they're praising. Praising whom? They're talking from the Ring Mountain, Iron Ring Mountain, from hell. They go to the Buddha and praises him. Interesting. Maybe next time. Whet your appetite. Next time. Thank you very much for... Thank you for being a good listener. I hope this really drive into the minds of the people to really understand that hell really exists. They have even names, so that they be careful what they're doing. So the Ersto Bodhisattva won't have to be so diligently and working hard to save them. Yeah, I mean, we can do many things. Why always make the Bodhisattva and Buddha work so hard? We can, we understand, and we should. We should keep the precepts. Thank you very much. I wish you good rest, good meditation or good rest. Okay? Everybody does good things. Somebody in Taipei, they air the real love, and the whole city rejoiced. And all the newspaper and media wrote very positive. Also, everything is good. Good for them, yeah? Whoever rejoices in some of my poetry has some good for them. Good merit. All right. I will ask the Storm Bodhisattva write down the record of their good deed. Okay. Thank you. Sayonara. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Good night. Good night. Wiedersehen.
Good night, Esther.
Buenas noches. Noche. Buenas noches. Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Bon week. Thank you. Ta-ta-ta-ta.
We love you, Master.
Love you.
Please have yes. Translation? Yes. Yes. Taiwanese? Korean? Dấu. Very good. Dấu văn nghệ thích đâu? Yeah. Đồ ăn sữa. Đồ chị tự mình.
Most beautiful.
Thank you very much. Korea?
Yeah.
How's it beautiful in Korea?
아름다워.
아름다워요?
아름다워요.
Woman, men same?
Yes.
아름다워요? Good night.
I love you. Thank you. Bye. I love you.
Maybe, if you have enough merit also. Not like I don't try. Merit, much more merit. More meditation. More prayers, okay? More merit, yes. From everybody, international. Understand? Yeah. I can do 99%. But 1% of merit I need from you, all of you together. 1%. And if not enough, then it's trouble. Yeah? Okay. maybe someday. Okay, huh? Are you scared? Listen to Bodhisattvas. You scared? Huh? No scared? Yes, scared. So behave, huh? Be good, okay? Think good, be good, do good. Then no problem, help. Sleep good. Love you too. Love you. Final two.